Illegal logging and related trade are threatening the world's forests. People living in and near the forest have to face the negative social and environmental impact of illegal logging day by day.
The problem we have is that these rural people rely almost entirely on forest resources. When companies move in, promise them the world, fail to deliver, extract their timber, and run off into other locations, they are left with nothing. Not even decent roads, not even decent beaches, nothing they have to show. What's left behind is mostly degraded forests, polluted streams, terrible road conditions, and of course the unfulfilled promises. That's what they are left with.
In timber-producing countries around the world, illegal logging is a huge problem. In Cameroon, for example, it is estimated that 50% of the timber is illegal.
Je réside à Déa et je vis avec les produits les revenus de ces champs-là. Mais actuellement, carrément assis sur terre parce que vraiment tout a été bousillé. Surtout que la route, la piste qu'ils allaient porter leur bois en brousse passe au milieu de nos champs.
Ils ont dévasté nos plantations avec leurs engins, les billes de bois qui tombaient partout. Ils n'ont pas fait la route. Ils se sont limités ici, là. Voilà. Jusqu'aujourd'hui.
SIM was authorized to clear the road at the village of Dea, but instead it illegally harvested trees up to 10 kilometers inside the forest, destroying agricultural lands and plantations on the way. SIM is exporting timber to several European countries, such as the Netherlands and France.
La forêt était vierge parce que les parents, le miel, la chasse, on faisait la chasse, tu retrouves toutes sortes des animaux. Pour moi, ici, en Malam, l'exploitation ne nous apporte rien. Quand l'exploitation est déjà là, les animaux là sont maintenant un peu, ils se disparaissent déjà. Ça dit ça pour nous, il y a les soirs, diveiller les lampes. Bon, d'une bibam pas ou non, mais dans les stars et voix, il y a tout pial, tié du aya. Donc ouais, quand il y a mais divo, mais dans un mot go les beaux.
Local people think that logging leads to changes in climate, affecting the growth of tree species, like the Moabi tree, a sacred and multifunctional tree for food and oil.
Il y a des années même que je ne mange même plus le Moabi, l'huile de Moabi, parce que les exploitants ont déjà tout coupé. Et pour manger même l'huile maintenant, il faut aller très loin.
Les arbres là sont aussi détruits. Eux, ils ne tiennent jamais compte que nous, ça nous servait. Les arbres là nous servaient. Il y a d'autres arbres qui nous servaient pour les produits, la pharmacopée, pour les traitements et autres. Ils coupent de n'importe quoi.
The villagers complain that the authorities are not helping them. Even worse, they defend the company and threaten the farmers with military forces. Before the timber trade sanctions came into force in Liberia, it was estimated that up to 80% of the logging was illegal. Today, the sanctions are relieved, but law enforcement is very weak. Poverty reduction and the long-term sustainability of Liberia's forest resources are again at stake.
While they are the ones who bear the brunt of the impact of illegal logging, they benefit the least.
Ouais, tu vas loquer d'aller voir plancher en Warignon, à Saint-Denis.
Wa plancher manyo, do wa ko sugu bopo, wa ko ba huyaja. Ka be wa ni wa sa yan kwai. Wa se do nyoni for.
They discussed with us that they were going to meet up quarterly, and from 2008 up to this time, we have not seen a manager to call a mass meeting to discuss with the people the happening on the ground. It is government that we're depending on to come on and tell Tapper, look, this is my people, and you talk about building bridges for them, you talk about building schools and clinics. So it is now time for you to fulfill your promise. So we're asking government to come and help us so that that can be implemented.
If there wasn't a market for illegal timber products, we wouldn't have the situation of illegal logging. Most of the timber that are harvested by these companies end up in Germany, in Belgium, in France, in Italy, and of course some end up in China. China is also increasingly becoming a major buyer of Liberian timber. I think it is important to bear in mind that on our side as producer countries, there is a huge lack of political will. Our government is unwilling to do what it takes to ensure that illegal logging is curtailed. Therefore, we now rely on the buyers. We would like for them to look internally and see the impact of their buying of illegal timber from Liberia. What are the impacts on rural communities? And on that basis, make a conscious decision not to buy illegal logs from Liberia anymore.
Illegal timber is still entering the EU markets. It is high time that the EU takes decisive action and introduces strong legislation to stop illegal timber trade for the forests and the people that depend on them.